there folks, how you doing? If you are considering adding prospecting to your business in 2022, please check out this video. We're gonna go over what prospecting is, what tools do you need, how to be most effective at it, how to make it way easier. Check it out, we're gonna jump right into it right now. If you find this video valuable, please crush that subscribe button. We release a new video full of a bunch of knowledge and tips every single week. All right, folks, a lot of people want to add different lead sources to their business, especially when you're going on a new year. They have a big goal. They want to add online real estate leads. They want to work their database. They want to work their sphere. Another way you can grow your business and add a bunch of more deals to your whole process is through real estate prospecting. What is real estate prospecting? Prospecting for real estate is also known as cold calling. It's when you pick up the phone, you pound that phone day in and day out, talking to people that are unmet leads, people that have no idea who you are. They might not even know why you're calling. And you're trying to get them to talk to you and to see if they're going to buy or sell any real estate in the next 6 to 12 months. Why do people want to do prospecting? It can be perceived as one of the harder ways to generate business. However, it has a great set of advantages versus other forms of lead generation. Number one, it is one of the most cost-effective way to generate new leads. Prospecting, pounding that phone, calling neighborhoods, calling expired listings, calling for sale by owners, calling these different cold lead sources can be an unbelievably profitable way to generate more leads. It essentially costs very little to do other than your time. For this reason, a lot of real estate professionals, entire real estate teams build up their business by doing prospecting every single day. It can be telephone prospecting, it can be door knocking, any activity that talks to unmet leads to qualify them and see if they can become part of your database, a qualified lead. That is a prospecting activity. And it is unbelievably scalable when you compare it to activities like online lead generation and even working your own sphere. Those can be limited by the amount of people you know and your monthly budget. Prospecting is essentially only limited by your time and your willingness to do it. Okay, great. So now you understand what prospecting is. Okay, well, how do you get started? You need very simple things to jump in and start with real estate prospecting. Number one, you need a dialer. You need a system that's going to help you call through different leads, record by record. Depending on the type of campaign, and we'll get into that in a moment, depending on the type of campaign, you might need a specific kind of dialer. We see different dialers in the marketplace, everything from Mojo dialer to Five9 dialer, Google Voice, Ring Central. There's different types of dialers that you can use. All of the ones I mentioned are relatively simple to set up. They go from $50 a month to a couple $100 a month. It's all relatively low cost compared to the ROI they're going to provide your business. Get a dialer, get it installed, and get it working for you. You also need a script. The script is very important. However, I don't want to romanticize it like it's the end-all, be-all. I'll go into different script examples when we talk about campaigns, but the script is going to be an important piece of that puzzle. Get a script, practice it, role play it, get comfortable with it, and do not forget, the number one way you're going to get better at executing any script is by using it in the wild, getting real-time feedback and getting those deals done. The third thing that you need is a calling list. You need a list of unmet leads. You need a prospecting list. There's lots of providers that are out there. The ones that we've used in the past are RedX, LandVoice, Cold Information, even Mojo. A lot of these dialers even provide a lot of lists built into their system. Definitely check them out. Try them out because in different markets, you're going to get different results. Try different list providers and see how much bang for the buck they can get you. The most important thing about a list is that it gives you enough people to talk to every single day. It doesn't matter if you have a 10,000 person calling list, if you're not having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 conversations every single day, because it's from those contacts, from those conversations, that you're gonna get the opportunity to exercise your script and get some people converted. Okay, great. We've talked about the tooling. Now let's go into the gist of it. Let's talk about the different prospecting campaigns you can run and that are working right now in 2022. A quick caveat to calling campaigns. You've got to find out what works in your market. It is very market specific. It's really important. Whatever works in one market might not work in yours. So test it out. Try it out. Understand your market. Always be curious. Try different calling campaigns and see which can work the best for you. And also make sure you give it enough time, folks. The number one issue I see with prospecting campaigns is that they give up within a few days. They give up within a week or two. Folks, you've got to give any kind of prospecting activity at least 90 days of effort before making a decision. Is that a productive use of your time or not? With that being said, let's jump in. One of the campaigns that is unbelievably successful for a lot of markets right now is prospecting for sell by owner listings. Folks, for sell by owners are raising their hand. They want to sell their home. They believe they don't need an agent, but they're out there trying to sell it on their own, and you can help them out. If your market has volume of for sale by owner listings, you should be calling them every single day. As soon as they come on the market, the Monday after those open houses, a week later, a month later, on average, it can take up to 15 or 16 touches to get a for sale by owner to contact you and to convert them and follow up with them. That is 16 touches over 60 days, maybe even up to 90 days. That is how these campaigns can be unbelievably successful. You do not go in to a for sale by owner in this day and age expecting to convert them right off the bat. You've got to follow up. The for sale by owner that is not able to sell that home on their own is going to be curious. They're going to be frustrated. They're going to be ripe for you calling them, giving them their value proposition, and trying to go out there and list that home. Another source of great opportunities on the prospecting side is expired listings. Along with for sale by owners, check your local market. How many expired listings are you seeing on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly basis? Depending on where you are, you might be seeing 1 or 2 a day or 1 or 2 a week. It's a big difference, folks. Do not give up on these listings. They're also very frustrated. They need help. And if they have a true motivation, a compelling reason to get that home sold, they might be willing to talk to you and see what you can do for them. It's unbelievably important when you're talking to an expired listing to understand, is it the property that has the issue to sell? Is it the owner that has the issue they have to get over to sell the property? It can typically be an objection on price or an objection to the condition of the property. Find out what the issue is, find out the motivation of that seller, and get that listing. Another great campaign to run as a prospecting cold calling campaign is calling rentals in your market, local rentals. As we're kicking off 2022, it's the winter season, it's the slow season for a lot of these rentals. A lot of markets have been decimated because of the pandemic. Landlords are very frustrated. It can be a great opportunity to reach out to them, call these rentals, find the ones that are managed by the owners, talk to them, and gauge their interest. Are they interested in getting some offers for their property? Do they know what the current market value is? Do they know how easy it could be to sell that home? Are they frustrated with being a landlord? It's been a very difficult year, 12 months, 18 months to be a landlord in the US. A lot of frustration, a lot of restrictions for landlords. A lot of them just want to throw in the towel, and if they get the right offer, they will sell that home. Another type of rental is the absentee owner. Not only are they renting the home out, They don't even live in that city, in that county, or in that state anymore. A lot of people have moved around. They're going to different places. They're taking advantage of remote work, and they might be much more open to selling a home than you think. A lot of folks in big metro areas where we've seen a lot of movement, they're having a lot of success calling rentals day in and day out, particularly the absentee owners, and they're getting those listings. You should give this campaign a try in your local market. Last but not least, we have another type of campaign, the workhorse of prospecting and cold calling over the phone, and that is the circle prospecting campaign. It can be unbelievably valuable, but understand, it is a true numbers game. You've got to call enough numbers, you've got to talk to enough people to really make it work for you. But circle prospecting, even in this day and age, can be a very productive activity. When you've got a brand new listing, your listing just went pending, your listing just closed, you want to drop a circle around that listing and call 100, 1,000, 5,000 people around it and tell them the good news. You just got that home sold. You had multiple offers on that property. Who else do they know that can help you find more sellers for those buyers? It can be a very compelling script, and it is a very effective way to talk to new people every single day without leaving the comfort of your own office. Circle prospecting can be one of the most productive ways to do cold calling, but it is very important to understand you have to talk to enough people. Test it out in your market. You need to have at least 30, 40, 50 conversations through your calling sessions to really make it worth it. In some markets, we can talk to 50, even 100 people on a daily basis. In some other markets, it takes a whole week of calling to generate that many contacts. Understand what your market provides, how many people you can contact with a circle prospecting script, and give it a go. A lot of folks think that prospecting for real estate can be really challenging. They know it's daunting. It can be a lot of work. I'm going to give you a great tip to make it 50% easier, 90% easier, 100% easier for you. And that is hire an inside sales agent, an ISA, to help you with those calls. Having an ISA as part of your team, leveraging their time, and having them make 4, 6, 8, 9 hours of calls every single day can make your calls more valuable. An ISA does not eliminate your need to be on the phone, but it raises the level and improves the quality of the phone calls you do make. It's better to talk to the most motivated prospects, to attend the most important appointments, than to make all of those calls on a daily basis. Having an ISA, the right ISA on your team with the right scripting, with the right campaign, can be a huge boom for your business. All right, folks, hopefully that's been useful for you. Definitely give prospecting a try. Trust me, it can be very intimidating at the beginning, but the more practice you get into it, the easier it gets. And folks, do not try to become a prospecting master overnight. Half the problem to solve, half the effort, half the win comes from just doing the activity. Even if it's not with the perfect dialer, if it's not with the perfect script, just doing it on a consistent basis will get you results. And guess what? Your script is going to improve. You're going to improve. So just committing to it, committing to the process will show you more and more results as time goes by. Hopefully, you've gotten a lot of value out of this. If you want tips on prospecting, tips on hiring your own inside sales agent, check out my other videos. I'm going to link them below, and don't forget to subscribe. We release a new video every single week.